hit 7 o'clock. Slow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes past 7 o'clock, and we're starting here at Abnormal Alabama, MyHauntedDogs.com, and Catherine Marie, the three Wooches, not the Stooges, the Wooches, because we get. What does that mean anyway?
I don't know. You're at 90 miles an hour.
Well, it's an exciting time. It's Tuesday night. We got to get pumped up and excited. Jeez, what are you afraid of?
They say he sounds like one of them morning time radio DJs. In
the name of Oscar Mahoo.
Oscar Mahoo.
Yeah.
Oscar Mahoo. Let's see. Let me share this here show.
Why don't you share it?
Sherry,
Sherry,
baby,
Sherry.
Oh, Lord. He's singing. He's singing. He is singing.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
I got more superstitions here than you can shake a book at. See that?
Superstition.
Very superstitious.
Riding
That's what
on the
y'all
wall.
be. That's what you should be singing, the superstitious song. Very superstitious. I don't know what's going on with my internet.
Kevin, you sing almost as good as I do.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Ah, Lord have mercy.
What's funny is Alabama has some of their own superstitions.
What?
Well, yeah, I've got.
That's
what's this guy playing the flute have to do?
He's superstitious.
This book I have here has got. There's so many superstitions in Alabama. They got them sectioned. You've got ones on pregnancy and childhood. You got ones on.
What?
You got ones on love and marriage. You got
that's because we're in the Bible Belt. They're all into sex, you know.
You got ones on death. You got ones on weather and seasons. You got them on planting.
You mean James Spann is in it?
Good luck. You got, look, making wishes. Uh-oh. There's your special tie.
The Wishmaker is here.
Then there's, right behind that, there's bad luck. Uh-oh.
Are you doing one of your dolls tonight?
Yeah, I got a doll here.
I know you got a doll here.
And you can't have Alabama. Look, speaking of the Bible Belt, look, spells, signs, and portents.
Oh, portents.
Right here in the Bible Belt. Uh-oh.
5 pence or 4 pence? I mean, okay.
Oh, here's one to whet our appetites under the spells, signs, and portents. It says, if you hear a voice and there ain't no human nearby, then either God or the devil is trying to talk to you. Well.
I'm reaching out to you, Kevin. Kevin. Reach out.
Reach out.
Kevin. Oh.
I remember that old AT&T jingle. Reach out and touch someone. Okay, let me get this thing here shared, and we can go ahead and
I've got this
adorable little Pollyanna doll next to me.
Pollyanna, Anna.
Pollyanna, Savannah.
So they worked you hard today, huh?
Yes, they did. Just because their stupid system was down yesterday, so things couldn't come through. We could still work somewhat, but I knew there was a load of documents that weren't coming through. And sure enough, there they come this morning.
You got them done.
But I got caught up to, there's still a little bit out there, but it's where I can let the rest stay for tomorrow. I thought I was going to be working up till about now and then come on late or something, or just go to bed, go straight to bed. You're not collecting no.
You can't even talk.
They're not collecting no money. Do not collect no silver dollar.
Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. We thought we was going to miss Kevin tonight, but he's here to twerk for us.
And I hear, wait, I'm here to twerk. What?
Yeah, I know. Got your attention. Attentiones. Welcome, whoever's watching there. This is the show for every Tuesday night. We're into our 4th solid year of doing this abnormal show by the 3 of us abnormal people. And it's abnormally good, we think.
No, we know.
No. I don't smoke it no more. I'm tired of waking up on the floor. No, thank you, please. And it makes me sneeze.
All right. I'm sharing this sucker here. I must have been so busy I broke the internet because my internet's running so slow now. So slow. Here we go. My haunted dolls.
Well, that'll be the day she said goodbye. That'll be the day. Tell me no lies. Say you're gonna leave me. I know it's a lie, cause that'll be the day.
All right. He is singing away as I
Kevin's sharing some stuff. He's going to be dealing with a doll, DOLL, haunted form, communicating from the other side.
Yeah.
And guess what? We have April the what, Catherine?
11th.
11th at 7 p.m. Hosted right here. I hear myself. Hosted right here in this house.
Don't you mean April the 12th? I think you meant April the 12th. That's the Tuesday, is April the 12th.
Is April the 12th? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. April 11th is a Monday, see?
I wrote it down wrong then.
They're talking me into coming over there so they can do some sort of witchery over there.
I don't know why I wrote the 11th down in my head.
All right, now that's shared. And now he's on the phone, but I can go ahead and start. Oh, there he is. I was just saying, y'all wanting me to.
Well, I got a call from the other side. We're going to do a live seance with a group of people here in the house on Haunted Hill here in Alabama. And we're going to see if we can stir up any spirit movement. I've already been doing all kind of rituals to make sure we bring in a lot of spirits to join us here. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be entertaining. And if you think that Kevin is white now, wait till you see his reaction during the seance.
I think this is a trick to pull me over there into some witchery in that house.
It's witchery. The cat smells in the name of Hosgabahoo.
Should I show him what's sitting beside me?
What's sitting beside you? Big old booger?
Well, and not only that, ask a question and let's see what the answer is. Come on, Kevin. Ask a question.
Am I gonna have a busier day tomorrow?
No brainer. Let me do that again. That was okay. What does it say? I can't see it.
Not for. What does it say?
Not for millions.
Not for what?
Millions.
Not for millions. Okay, good. That means I won't be.
Okay, another question. Next question for the fortune telling.
Lordy.
We're getting ready for a seance, so we're going to get into fortune telling.
Is this doll we're about to be talking to, is it haunted? Because I don't know yet.
It says no brainer.
No brainer. Okay, well, I guess it is.
What's that say?
That says, dude,
no way. Okay.
I should say, dude, run.
Hey, dude. Oh.
A funny story. Right. The name dude is my grandfather's name.
That's your grandfather's name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my grandfather was in prison, and his name was Bubba.
Bubba. There's a lot of Bubbas in prison.
Yeah.
Oh, him and that phone over.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Should I'm ready for the doll.
Let's go.
Thing here. If y'all want, while he's answering that sunshine
I'm
call,
not.
whatever.
Well, I know sunshine. I'm sitting here listening to you rattle your freaking. Shake your head around so I can hear that marble.
Oh no! I want to show this pretty little Pollyanna girl. Isn't she pretty?
Pollyanna.
She's so little. Look at that dress poofed out.
Polly want a cracker? Okay, I'm gonna leave so you can have fun with Pollyanna.
Some of the folks asked to see them all around. Ooh, come on, camera, get a good look there. There we go. Some folks like to see them from behind, so I'm gonna swing the camera around so you can see her pretty hair.
That is so freaking perverted. What?
Hey, I'm showing the back of her head. I've had people.
Pollyanna
shut up.
Okay, wait a minute. Pollyanna.
I have had people.
Is Pollyanna gonna twerk for us?
I have had people ask me to show their hair, show their ribbons.
Yeah.
I just want to show.
Lift her dress.
God. I just want to show how she looks from above, her little purple bow. And then
anytime
there we go.
We try to do anything with Kevin, it always turns into a perverted bunch of
It does not, little ball. A little toad. Okay, now back to our pretty Pollyanna. And this time we do have the REM pod with the glowing eyes. And let's do the necrophonic. Hello, my name's Kevin. Hello, that was a good hello there. Let's lift this up here so folks can hear through my speaker. Hi, did y'all hear that? It sounded like it said, shh. Hi, I heard a little hi. Hi there. I've had this little doll for a few years now, and I think I bought it as more of a collectible, but I've always wondered, is there a little spirit with this doll? I heard a little voice say, hello, is that you? And then something kind of wailed. Is there somebody with this little doll here next to my table? If there is, I've got this toy here. It might look creepy, but it's just a toy. If you touch that, you make the eyes light up. So there's that SHIT word again. Somebody's whispering profanity. I know this is a little Pollyanna doll. Most people know the Walt Disney movie Pollyanna from the early 60s. Do you like Pollyanna? Is that why you chose this doll? Who is with this doll? Is there a little girl with this doll? What is your name? Did I hear Fanta? How old are you? I'm hearing voices, so even if you're not with the doll, can you tell me your name? So I heard a young female voice say Sierra. It sounded like I was trying to say Sierra. Were you saying Sierra? I love the name Sierra. That's a beautiful name. Now, is that where you're from, or is that your name? I think there are places with the name Sierra in it. Is this your doll that I'm pointing the camera at? If it's okay to ask, how old are you? I hear a little girl and a young lady. Who is the little girl who's trying to talk? If somebody could help her talk.
She said, what?
Yeah, I heard that. I just wanted to hear from you. Can you tell me your name? Is this your doll? Okay,
I heard Kevin.
I heard a yes in there.
I also heard Kevin.
Lots of talking.
But
but what?
So are you ready for Easter? Is that your Easter dress? What'd you say?
I don't know. A little girl keeps trying to talk, but she can barely talk. I heard
Talk? You heard that voice say talk?
I want to know who the little girl is who's trying to talk to us.
Talk. Did you hear that whisper? Talk.
Yeah. Her think in there.
She said, baby.
I didn't hear that. Is this your baby? Yes. What is your baby's name?
Kevin.
Hey. I heard you clear that time. Tell us what your name is. My name is Kevin. Of course, you've been here long enough.
Show? Show what? Did you burp? Belching. What'd you eat for dinner?
I didn't burp.
No, the dog did.
The dog did. Do you see our show on the screen?
I keep hearing a whisper.
There's a little girl that whispers and talks real loud. Then she'll pop up and say, "Hey."
Hey, 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 hey. Yep.
Well, you got a beautiful little doll right there.
Thank you. Maud.
Yeah, her hair looks so shiny, but when you touch it, it feels like straw.
Yeah, that's the way mine is too. Very shiny, but when you touch it, it feels like sandpaper.
So what would you like to say to us?
What?
What was that? It's like, yep.
Something right with that. Something wrong up in there.
We just got some playful spirits here, I think. They're just making noises to ham up the show here.
Hamming it. Didn't what?
What was that? Are we on the Gong Show now?
I don't know. I think they're drunk over there.
We still haven't gotten a name yet. He just said Gong.
You asked and you
switch hands here. Yep, I asked and
you found out.
They're gonna gong us now. Mr.
Kevin. What?
Did you watch the Gong Show on TV?
Oh no, what do you got locked in that case behind her?
Back there? That's a little telescope back there.
Locked up in a case?
Oh, you mean that? That's that little box. That's that box that has the cigars in it.
Oh, you lock up your cigars. They must be expensive cigars.
Bah, they're never too expensive.
Are you afraid your dad will smoke?
Brother would be the one.
What? Did you hear? What?
Yeah, I was supposed to say it'd be his brother that would be the one that would probably smoke them.
You can bring some cigars for you next week.
I said, yay. Yay. And I was thinking, bring a haunted doll. Maybe it'll pop up in the seance.
Oh, yes.
Just maybe.
Maybe.
I may bring one too.
I've already got some here.
That's right. We have Caroline here too.
Yeah, well, I got a bunch of dolls here.
Well,
y'all got me to doing that silliness too, you know.
What silliness?
I didn't put it.
What?
What silliness?
Collecting dolls. And then getting my toenails painted.
I didn't have anything to do with that.
It was your idea.
At least your toenails look cool.
Look at her pretty eyes. I zoomed in on them so you can see them better.
Pretty woman sitting in a chair. Neat.
Well, what would you like to say to us before we move on with the rest of the show? If you whisper, I can't hear you. You need to speak up and into this little thing I'm holding in my hand here. Not the camera, but this flat thing that says necrophonic on it. Just what? Ask? What would you like me to ask? Or did you want to ask us a question for a change?
I thought I heard a whole sentence in that one.
It was a whole but
But it was a wordy dirt.
A wordy dirt, uh-oh. Is somebody using foul language here?
I thought it said only he can.
He said, as soon as you said that, he said, "Oop."
Who else is with a doll?
I heard me.
I have 3 people right there.
Can you tell me your name?
Elijah. Oh, wow. Look what I found. Look what I found.
Oh.
Are those mine?
No, I've never had one.
He just held up candy to the screen. Do you like candy?
Mixed berry candy. No. He said no.
I heard who and I heard.
That thing been farting all night, farting and belching. I've never heard so many spirits fart and belch.
We got to move on and talk about superstitions. So I'm happy we got some responses here, and I thank y'all so much in this necrophonic here.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to go ahead and shut it down, so y'all need to back up. If there are any spirits that don't belong here, please be sure to back away as I count down from 5. And all spirits just back away because I'm going to shut this door. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Goodbye. It said 1 right before I cut it off. It said 1. All right. So that was the Pollyanna doll.
Very Pollyanna.
Very Pollyanna. There we go.
As we get into tonight's show,
Pollyanna.
this is kind of not totally readable, but I have very old items sitting around that may be haunted or may not.
Ooh.
Can you read that?
That says lactose way.
It's not lactose.
I know.
If you had a medicine that would strengthen the liver, the bowels, the kidneys, and the stomach at the same time, make you strong with a general systematic tonic, don't you believe you would soon be well? This is called Laxphos, Lax-FOS way. By the first bottle, you will ask us to sell you the second. Take no substitutes. There's nothing made like Laxphos. You'll find Laxphos for sale and guaranteed where you obtain this bag. Right there. This came out of a haunted store, and I retrieved it. Why suffer with these awful headaches when Cornelison's headache liver pills relieve headaches in 10 minutes and remove the cause, act on the liver and kidneys, promote digestive and equalize the circulation. Popular price 10 cents if they cure and not 1 cent if they do not. The People's Healing Liniment is so well adapted to general family use whenever a liniment is required that it is a staple in many thousands of homes. A great big bottle for the small price of a quarter, and one of the few liniments guaranteed to give you satisfaction. Winstead's Pine Rossum ointment is an antiseptic for those awful aches, wounds, cuts, burns, and of course skin diseases. It is especially recommended for piles. Do you know what piles are?
Yeah, I've heard of those piles. It ain't no fun either.
Could be piles of shit. I don't know. So, folks, we're going to talk about superstitions. I think we did superstitions once before, but superstitions never end, do they?
No, they don't. Hello?
They do not. They go on and on forever.
On and on forever.
And on.
And there's new ones made up every week.
On and on. And on and on.
Yeah. I have this here technical description of what a superstition is. The superstition is a species of the genus folk beliefs and practices. These derive from primitive and ancient religious and cultural phenomena.
Catherine, move a little bit. You've only got your ear in the shot. There you go.
Let's see. I'm going to put my head.
There we go. Let's go there. Got any bright ideas?
So who's gonna start here with the superstition?
Well, what about it? Everybody's heard of the black cat. Why are we afraid of black cats? Does anybody know how that got started? Does anybody want to give us a history lesson as to black cat?
Some paranoid idiot. I have a black cat. I love black cat.
Yeah, well, that's okay. But I can understand the ladder thing because things can happen when you walk under a ladder. I get that. A gallon of paint could fall on your head. The 13th floor, I don't remember the whole story behind that. I remember when I was a kid, you'd walk down a sidewalk and we'd always say, step on a crack, you break your mother's back. Remember that one?
Yep, I remember that one well.
Yeah, I've heard that all the time.
And it's like, oh, really? Well, if you didn't like your mother, I guess, step on a crack.
To this day, I think I still avoid stepping on the cracks.
Yeah, well, I sit on one all the time.
Yeah, we saw cracks. And
as long as we're nobody's smoking it.
I heard that in elementary school, so I would kind of skip over cracks for a while. Then I just forgot about it because you know what, my mom already had fibromyalgia in her back, so
what about the strangeness? Well, that's because you stepped on a crack before you were old enough to know you were stepping on cracks. Screwed up your mother's back stepping on the crack when you were a baby. You probably just crawled right over that crack.
I did not do it.
And your little wicked brain, you thought, oh, there's a crack. I'm going to fuck with my mama.
I'm not wicked. I did not do it.
I got it. I can't do it. I couldn't got it. Who did it? You didn't do it. Oh, maybe your daddy did it. Maybe he was mad at your mama.
Well, that made up another question. What about your dad's back? Is there any superstition for the father's back?
No, because dad's belt hurt. That's why he didn't do it.
Yeah. Mine had that thick J.C. Penney Spectacular, so it hurt.
And if he missed, the buckle on the end of it would really hurt.
Yeah, that metal part was the worst part there.
Yeah.
No, the worst one was the strap.
Well,
without the buckle.
But you could tell the look on her face.
That was like a whip.
Catherine enjoyed that a little bit too much. You said, "Oh, the worst part of it was the strap."
I didn't say strap on.
Did you stand there and go, oh, every time you got hit?
Oh, now she got real religious there for a minute. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, man. I tell you what, we've gone from raunchy to terrible.
Yes,
that happens when you get around Catherine, though.
I think it's you. You start.
I am quite a prude, personally.
Yeah.
My chest is hurting. Somebody call 911.
Somebody what?
Call 911.
Lord,
oh my God.
Oh yeah. So what other bad luck charm? Well, I mean, there's all kind of superstitions out there.
Oh yeah.
Well, let me ask you this question.
Ask away.
Why do we have a rabbit's foot?
But it's certainly bad luck for the rabbit. I know that.
I know.
Yeah.
Why would a dead rabbit's foot make you lucky?
Well, somebody along the way decided they were going to eat rabbit. They chopped the foot off and they carried the foot around and they had good luck. That's all I know. So if Kevin could look it up, tell us something if he wasn't so damn lazy.
Well, you son of a... Okay, right here.
You don't be talking about my mother. My mother's dead.
Here in Alabama, we have another animal here. Eat dried peas and a hog jaw on New Year's Day, and you'll have good health and good luck the rest of the year. That's one of our Alabama.
And if you eat them items with Kevin Kane.
Let me see.
Okay.
Rabbit's foot. You already got
I found it. Celtic tribes believed rabbits spent so much time underground.
It's Celtic, not Celtic.
Celtic.
Okay, tribes believed rabbits spent so much time underground they could communicate with gods and spirits. So naturally, carrying a rabbit's foot would be lucky. The luck of the rabbit's foot endured generations and crossed into modern culture.
And then I have another theory here. There's one theory is that European Americans appropriated rabbit's feet from African American customs or jokes they did not fully understand. According to Professor Bill Ellis from Penn State, he explains that in the early 20th century, U.S. companies that sold rabbit's feet vouched for their authenticity by claiming that a black person had cut them off under specific unlucky seeming conditions. What are you guiding over there about?
I don't know.
A 1908 British account reports rabbit's feet imported from America being advertised as the left hind foot of a rabbit killed in a country churchyard at midnight during the dark of the moon on Friday the 13th of the month by a cross-eyed, left-handed, red-headed, bow-legged, riding a white horse, while other collected versions disagree.
It sounds very
about exactly when the rabbit must be killed.
Sounds very superstitious to me.
It sounds very, very crazy to me.
Crazy. So do you know why you throw salt over your shoulder?
To ward away bad spirits?
Do you want to know the history of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's they say you spill. That's a luck thing too. If you spill salt, you better throw it over your shoulder.
Well, it's the idea of warding off evil, but in this case, it'd be warding off the devil himself. If you go back to Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper, Judas Iscariot is portrayed in that drawing, if you go look at it, as having accidentally spilled salt. So Judas was associated with doing something bad. The argument goes that ipso facto, so was salt. And throwing it over your shoulder would blind the devil waiting behind your back.
Yes.
So you go back and you can see Judas had accidentally spilled salt.
In some traditions, it says here, salt is thrown over the left shoulder to prevent evil spirits. After a funeral, salt is thrown over the left shoulder to prevent evil spirits from entering the house.
Oh, you had the superstition of Old Scratch, who resided over your left shoulder.
Old Scratch?
Yeah, Old Scratch.
Wow.
And then, of course, others say that the sheer value of salt alone in ancient times led to the belief that to spill it was to incur bad fortune, requiring a corresponding ritual or act of penance to prevent worse loss from occurring.
Here's another Alabama. I don't know that these originated in Alabama, but we have them here. A picture of St. Peter hung over the door of a house that you have just moved into will bring good luck because St. Peter holds the key to everything and opens all doors. Wow. I did not know that. Are you over hypnotizing somebody?
You're getting sleepy.
I think he hypnotized himself.
You're falling to sleep. All right.
Uh-oh, there she is. Dump.
So next on the list of superstitions is, of course, the ancient walking under a ladder. Superstition of not wanting to walk under a ladder also has roots in Christian symbolism. The Holy Trinity of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit led to the association of the number 3 with something sacred. The triangle with its 3 sides came to be regarded as sacred as well. And a ladder, of course, forms a triangle. So naturally, to walk under that ladder would be to destroy the sanctity of the Trinity and thus incur punishment.
Ooh, so that's why people don't. I usually don't walk under ladders because who knows what's going to fall off on your head.
My luck would be a hammer.
or somebody falling off.
Bang, bang, Maxwell silver hammer came down on her head.
Down. What else have we got?
We lost it.
Oh,
went into the outer darkness.
Here's a creepy one. Bats in a house is a sign that death will come to someone in the house. So pray you don't have bats flying to your house, or someone there shall surely die. Oh, Lord, here's another one. If you count the car, and we have a train that keeps going right through Chelsea here. If you count the cars of a train as it passes, it will bring death to someone in the family. Well, thank God I've not counted any trains.
Well, I guess that's what I did wrong because my family's all dead now.
I'm usually too pissed off to count them that the stinking train is
of course
backing up traffic.
Catherine's probably next.
Is he saying death shall soon knock on your door?
Well, I'm not scared of it.
Yeah, well, I did cook her dinner tonight.
Oh, great.
There's another, one I've heard a lot, even when I was a kid.
I've heard a lot too. I've
heard here around Alabama. I even heard Catherine Tucker Wyndham talk about it a couple
Talk
of
about
times.
what? Talk about what?
And that's the gray mule.
That old gray mare. That's what we were talking about, the old gray mare. She ain't what she used to be.
Well, that's that little poem thing. But let's see. Let me see on here because there was some. I know here in the book it says if you see a gray mule, make a wish and it will come true. But I think there was more to that. Let's see.
Hello.
If you see a gray mule, and they are plentiful in the Black Belt, you lick your thumb, plant it in the palm of your hand, and stamp the palm with your fist. It's supposed to bring you good luck. And that's what they call stamping the mule.
Okay, all three now. All three. Let's do a demonstration for our guest.
Stamp those gray mules.
Well, you need to get a picture of a gray mule, put it up, and we'll do that.
Let me see here. A gray mule.
Don't you want good luck?
Oh, Lord,
you're welcome.
Now we get to hear that. Oh, let's see. Here's a gray mule.
So everybody, when he's gonna pop up a gray mule, so you got to stick your thumb in your mouth, wet it, stick it on your palm of your hand, and then knock it with your fist.
Let's see. We're back.
How ancient a practice is that?
Well, it don't say here. I know. Let's see. Catherine Tucker Wyndham was a little girl in the 30s and 20s, so it's been at least over 100 years. I don't know if anybody can pinpoint how long it's been around. Let's see. Probably since the 1800s. Here, let's see. There's your gray mule right there. So now we put it in your palm, and then stamp it.
Does that mean how many years of good luck does that give us?
It doesn't say. It just says you'll have good luck come
Okay.
your way. It says it's
All right.
supposed to bring you good luck, but it doesn't say how long.
Don't matter. 5 minutes of good luck is
Yeah.
we'll take it, right?
You notice, and that's the thing with bad luck. They always say 7 years or whatever, but when they say good luck, they don't never say how long.
Yeah. If you're
How
lucky,
dare they?
if you're lucky, you might get good luck for 7 seconds.
And seeing that I'm the doll collector here, did you know over in the Thailand they have a? Oh wait, somebody commented here. Carl Green says looks like a donkey instead of a mule.
Uh-oh. Oh, we done fucked up.
Oh, we did. That was a mule.
We done screwed it. We got to start all over.
No, we don't. That was a mule.
That
was a mule.
God dang it. Now
That was
bad
a
luck.
mule.
Bad luck for 7 years.
That is a mule right there.
I'm going to bed.
If not, Google lied to us. All right.
Oh, yeah. Well, like that's something new. Huh?
I want to talk about these superstition dolls in Thailand. If you look at the picture,
were you aware of what Tyler's name was before it became Tyler?
What was it?
I am.
Oh.
Yes, I am.
I think I knew that one time.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Really, that's a fact.
The good luck dolls, which actually brought along some bad luck, but hopefully this article will tell a little bit about it. It says a craze sweeping highly superstitious Thailand, where adults dress and pamper lifelike infant-sized dolls, has run into trouble. I was going to say these look like masterpiece dolls here. I don't know if they are.
Master what? Master what?
Masterpiece.
Oh.
Okay. Yo, dirty.
I didn't say a word. I just want to know what you said.
Yeah, those do look like masterpiece dolls.
After a burst of publicity about the dolls that are believed to bring good luck, wealth, and health, officials at the country's immigration border posts were ordered to be on the lookout for smugglers using them to traffic drugs. Criminals will have a new way to smuggle drugs, said the national police chief. But let me get to why they do this. The factory manufactured dolls called Luck Thep in the Thai language are treated like children because they have undergone spiritualization by Buddhist monks, which is said to breathe life into them. There are versions of the old Thai tradition of carrying fetishes that are believed to be inhabited by the soul of a child. Thai media have reported seeing the dolls being wheeled around by their parents, if you will, in proms and seated at restaurants. Thai Smile Airways, a subsidiary of Thai Airways International, said in an internal memo that dolls with tickets could be served snacks and drinks at window seats, but would be banned from sitting in the exit rows. So you can buy a ticket for your superstition doll in Thailand and let it have its own seat. A Bangkok restaurant is running a special for the dolls, offering to serve them at children's prices on condition all of the food is consumed, presumably by the owners.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so they're going beyond, a haunted doll. They just treating the doll itself like it's a child. Now that's pretty amazing.
Well, you have to read my book called Dating the Dead, where they marry their doll.
Yeah. Oh.
And of course, the guys that have sex with their doll, Kevin.
Why you say my name there?
Because I'm talking to you.
Behind that sentence. Oh, you being crafty. Huh?
Not crafty? You know, you accuse me of being a witch?
No, I was accused of being Kraft cheese.
I am very crafty. And I do cut the cheese. Crafty cheese cutting. And what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, thank you. Next time I'll let you know when I'm getting crafty and cutting cheese.
Well, there's tons of superstitions in Alabama. Did y'all want me to? Or do
Keep
y'all want?
going. Yeah, go.
Oh, you want me to keep? Yeah, there's these pregnancy ones.
Yeah.
If someone with a young baby leaves a diaper at your house, you will become pregnant shortly.
Well, I'd like to try that.
Oh.
Somebody leave a dirty diaper. Let me see if I get pregnant. I mean, let's face it. I have clearly been screwed enough in my life to have become pregnant many times.
Very superstitious.
Okay, let's see if it really works. We're going to invite somebody over. I'm going to see if they leave a dirty diaper in my house. If I get pregnant, it'll be a miracle.
All right.
And if that don't work, here's another one. Place a wet diaper under the bed, and the woman will become pregnant.
Oh, the man don't get to be pregnant?
All those.
That's not fair.
And I found these in Ghosts and Goosebumps, Ghost Stories, Tall Tales, and Superstitions from Alabama.
And believe me, that Kevin Kane's full of tall tales.
And I like that ghost on the back of the horse-drawn wagon there, hitching a ride.
Hitching a ride.
Okay. Have you ever heard the superstition? Don't do something while you're pregnant, or you'll mark your child.
Is that why you're marked?
Well, it was. This is back on an ambulance story. I was working on the ambulance, and we got a call for a car accident, and the girl was drunk out of her mind, and we removed her from the car. But when we remove her from the car, her legs are, she's laying on her back on a backboard, and her legs are straight up in the air. And she keeps screaming, I can't put my legs down. I can't put my legs down. So she rode like that all the way to the hospital.
What was wrong with her legs?
She was drunk. So, I'm not laughing at her.
Yeah, right.
But
Yeah.
I did have a few chuckles afterwards.
You were laughing at her.
Because there was a lot of funny things that happened on that call that I can't repeat.
All I can say is it's good that back then you didn't have a smartphone to take pictures and videos.
I know. Well, when Elizabeth was born, she was born, and the way she laid in the womb, when she came out, her little legs stuck up in the air. like for 2.5, 3 months. And they thought something was wrong with her, her hips or something, but she was fine. She could put them down and everything, but I was like, great, I marked my child, but at least that's what I marked her with. And it stopped after 2.5 months.
I heard tell, as I say here, I heard tell. There's another story about that if when you're pregnant and you crave a certain type of food, particularly if it's one that you usually don't want to eat, but you crave it.
Pickles and peanut butter.
I keep hearing about pickles, but I've never, any pregnant woman I've known, I've never seen her eat pickles. But
how many pregnant women you know?
But I have in my family.
Y'all do incest?
Oh, shut up. I didn't say that. And anyway, so
got a needle and thread?
Back to what I was trying to say. If there's a certain food you crave, that's going to be the food that or if it's one that you eat more than the other types of food, that's going to be the type of food your child will or it'll be their favorite when they grow up.
So how many kids you have?
So but my sister proved that wrong because when she was pregnant with my oldest nephew, she craved tacos all the time. But he don't like tacos. He don't even like Mexican food except for cheese quesadillas.
Well, I'm not even pregnant. I like tacos.
I love tacos and burritos and chimichangas and
you ever go to one of the best Mexican restaurants is over at Calero.
I don't guess I've been to that one. We go to this one up here. This really good one, Los something up here. It's up here on 280 in Inverness, next to where the Books A Million was until it closed recently.
Yeah, we've been there several times. It's pretty good too. That's one of my favorite ones.
Las Trejas.
It's almost 8 o'clock. Kevin and I are going to set up a Saturday event at a place called the Conjuring Bookstore. in downtown Birmingham near the hospital, not UAB, the other one. St. Vincent's downtown. And we're going to do book signings and sell bumper stickers and put hexes on people for a price.
Hexes? What?
We may even have
ain't no witch. I'm going to sell me some books. That's what I'm going to do.
We may even have some voodoo dolls.
We're making a lot of miniature Kevin Kane voodoo dolls.
Why me?
Well, I know.
They be little bald-headed dolls like
if we did Kevin Kane voodoo dolls, first of all, they would not be little bitty. But anyway,
you bitty.
We are talking about superstitions, and Kevin has a new book already out. What's your book?
Oh, where's my book? Yabba dabba doo. Here you go. Hold on, what'd you do with my picture? Here it is. There it is. Let's cover you up here with a Dark Awakening and Other Tales for a Midnight Hour. And this one I even have in hardbound. My first hardbound book.
Are you going to do that book in audio form?
I wasn't planning on it. But who knows what I might do.
Well, I know that's true.
No, that's true. So that's out now in paper. It's also in paperback and on Kindle. And it's on my website, myhauntedDolls.com, along with other goodies. And
of course, you know what book to look for on my end.
On your end. You're sitting on your end. We don't want to look at your end. I hope you keep sitting on your end.
Well,
Oh, and when we do the book signing and things, we may even have a helmet for you guys to try.
And T-shirts. Don't get T-shirts.
Yes, we have T-shirts.
Yes.
But I think,
So you can learn more about my book at datingthedead.com. And then while she continues, I'm going to put a link up here. Go ahead.
I said, I was going to say, I think that once you put the helmet on, you're going to have a helmet. Yeah. Everyone needs a helmet.
Because they're going to glue it to your head. And it won't
well, let's talk about the wishing machine, okay? The other day, we threw $1 on the wishing machine and threw my picture on the wishing machine just to play around with it. I got tipped $600 that weekend.
You got tipped $600.
I got tipped $600. Tipped.
Well, and let me tell you what. The reason that I started the wishing machine thing, 2020, weddings went downhill because of the pandemic. And out of an act of desperation, I'm trying to think, what I want to do, I got to do something. And the idea of a wishing machine came to fruition. I was not the first person to make a wishing machine for radionics, but I designed my own wishing machine that has certain components and so forth, and my take on it's a little bit different. My world changed. I've been selling wishing machines all over the world, literally all over the world, for a good year and a half now. Since August of 2020. So this thing has just rocked. There's never a time I don't have orders for the wishing machines. I've even raised my prices. Now, there's a lot of things that's happened to prove to me that the wishing machine works. And I could go on to tell my story, and I've got reviews from people. I have literally, in fact, I just got an order tonight for one of the psionics helmets from Italy. So this stuff just rocks. You can go to the Wish DR, you see it flashing across the screen, thewishdr.com. You can see some of the reviews and get an idea of some of the machines we build. I do take special orders on those. Does it work? I call it the law of attraction on steroids. So people order them. I don't push them on anybody. I'm not even spending any advertising money. And people buy them constantly. It's been nonstop, continual. Every time I think, I'm sold out, and no, another order comes in.
We did create the Wish Doctor, the Wish DR on TikTok. You can follow us there too.
Yeah, we're gonna start putting out some TikTokers. Do you TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok.
If you TikTok, there's tick-tock and then tick-tock.
TikTok till you don't stop. TikTok
And
till
it
you don't stop.
cocktails.
You got a TikTok. You got a TikTok.
I got TikTok.
What's your TikTok?
What's my TikTok? I think it's I won't say it's just my name, or no, I think it's KJCKB.
It is.
I put initials and KB at the end.
KB. What's the KB for?
It's
kind of big.
For cool bastard, except cool is misspelled with a K.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I thought it was KB for kind of big.
No, it ain't kind of big.
Oh, that'd be mighty big.
I ain't mighty big.
Did it have something to do with your
kettle black?
Did it have something to do with an ex-friend or something?
What, KB?
My KB, I think it was a character name.
All his ex-friends are characters.
Because my first email address had that KJCKB in it. It was abbreviation of a character name behind my initials, and I don't know what it is.
He had no clue. Because he's got a black cat wished him bad luck.
No, she did not.
Oh, it's a female black cat. That's worse yet. What about broken mirrors? Belief that a broken mirror brings bad luck. It says it most likely has its origins in the simple fact that reflections of ourselves are uncanny and often unnerving, particularly on a Kevin's bad hair day. So humans
always picking on me.
Why is that always picking on me? So humans have long had bad associations with it. Take, for example, the Greek myth of Narcissus, or the idea that a crack in the mirror would somehow break its charm or trap one's soul. Now we know exactly what's going on with Kevin the King. His soul has been trapped in a broken mirror.
No, it has not. In a broken mirror. My soul's right here.
Where?
My soul's in Jesus.
In Jesus. See, us preachers all went to the same school. That's why I say Jesus and God. In the name of the Lord.
Those pastors have that little at the end of everything.
That's
the Lord, not say ya.
Can I have my amen? Okay. So that y'all are wicked. Jesus Christ. Can I get an amen? Okay. Superstitions. That's what we're talking about. And it's now 8:03 in the evening of Tuesday, the last Tuesday of March, the great year 2022. We're just moving right along, folks. Go ahead.
Moving right along.
Get it. Let's go.
Okay, well, here's some more. Let's see. Here's a strange one from this is back into that list of the pregnancy superstitions in Alabama. If a pregnant woman handles I don't know. Kelsey might go another direction with this one. If a pregnant woman handles fresh meat, it will spoil. No bad talk there, Kelsey. If a pregnant woman eats nuts from a black walnut tree, it will not bear nuts anymore. If a pregnant woman crawls out of bed over her husband, he will have morning sickness, just like her.
Well, they deserve it.
Well, I mean, if you crush my stomach early in the morning, I'm probably going to vomit too.
Especially if she's on the period and bleeding.
Here's a neat one. A woman loses a tooth for each child she has, and her feet grow half a shoe size with each child.
My feet actually shrunk over the years.
Oh.
I can't tell by looking at them.
This is weird. A baby's thrash can be cured. I guess thrash is some sort of ill or something.
It's thrush.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's basically like a yeast infection in the mouth.
Okay. They spelled it with an A there. A baby's thrash can be cured by a person who was born after the death of their father by blowing their breath in the baby's mouth.
Oh, Lord.
Is that where that term baby's breath come from?
I don't know. Actually, I got a story about this too. Elizabeth was little and she had thrush horribly. Couldn't get rid of it. Tried all the medications, everything. I kind of believe in that superstition. I went looking and found a lady that was able to do it. And she did it and it went away within a week. and
Oh, wow.
We'd been fighting it for a while. So I kind of believe in that superstition.
Okay. Here's some about love and marriage. Put onions under the bed, and they will attract a sweetheart to the house. Now, I would think onions stink. I think it'd send them in the opposite direction.
Do what?
You put an
It
onion under
says,
the bed, and it's supposed to attract a sweetheart.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why when you kiss, it tastes terrible, I guess.
Well, you know, onions were used for a lot of things. They used to put an onion by the bed if you were sick.
Well, they did the same thing with garlic, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, here's
So let me give you a background here while you're searching over there. We opened up talking about stepping on a crack, breaking your mother's back. Did we ever discuss where that came from?
I don't guess so. Let's see.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Oh, that's
Pay
a
close
there.
attention.
Okay.
As with mirrors, cracks in the earth, sidewalk, or almost anywhere have long been seen as portals to the realm of the supernatural for both good and ill. To step on those cracks might be to invite or release unwelcome spirits into the world, ready to do one great harm.
Oh.
Are you old enough to remember the penny loafers?
I do. I remember that.
And you put a penny, you know where you put the penny?
Yeah, we had a 50s day at school, my dad taught me about the penny loafer thing from the 50s.
The idea of finding a penny would bring good luck also originates in potent beliefs. In this case, based on the idea that metal, regarded by many ancient cultures as quite valuable, was sent by the gods to protect. I did my preacher thing. Did you get it? Gods. To protect those whom they favored. Pennies being made from metal, find them and you'll have good fortune. But be careful. Some say the luck could break either way, and that you find a penny tails up, you should turn it over and leave it for the next person, or you'll actually have bad luck.
Oh.
I did not know you were supposed to turn it over.
If you find it on a tails up, you don't pick it up, you just turn it over and walk away from it. So the next person will find it and they'll say, oh, head up. So you're passing on good luck to the next person.
I just thought walk away and don't touch it.
Well, my honest opinion is if I find a penny, I don't care if it's tails up or tails down, it's good luck.
See, I collect. I got a whole jar full of pennies. I may have $20 worth in there now. I pick them up. I don't care if it's face up, face down. Abe Lincoln can be looking up or frowning. I don't care.
That's my opinion. Yeah.
Here's a good one for you women who are looking for a man and you also like to fish here in Alabama. If a girl goes fishing, she should name her bait before she throws it into the water. If she catches a fish, the boy whom she named the bait after likes her. But if she does not catch a fish, he does not like her. So there's a little fishing lure for you.
I personally think that whole thing sounds fishy.
Now, this one is old because it's back in just from the way it reads, I can tell this is back when they used to call, instead of lunch, they called it dinner, breakfast, dinner, and supper.
Dinner was always supper. Whoever called lunch dinner? They got it backwards. That's wrong. That's just totally wrong. We always call supper was dinner.
If you see a red bird before dinner, you will see your lover before supper.
They got that
there
wrong.
You go.
That's
okay.
Wrong.
Well, here's today then. If you see a red bird before lunch, you will see your lover before supper.
Supper or dinner. What if you don't have a lover?
Well, then that may be
you sounded exactly like that old gray mare.
I was clearing my throat.
Okay.
Oh, here's something that discourages that whole black cat thing from being bad luck. Listen to this. Where a black cat is kept, it is said that the girl. Well, no, this is bad luck. where a black. I can't talk. Where a black cat is kept, it is said that the girls will never get married. Well, it doesn't say boys, so I'm okay.
Not very well. What about the Lucky Horseshoe?
The Lucky Horseshoe. Well, I don't know.
You know, to me, I was concerned about that because they would hang a horseshoe, and a real horseshoe is a pretty heavy metal thing to hang over your doorway. And if that thing fell, it ain't gonna be lucky, I tell you. So another object commonly thought to be lucky is the horseshoe. The earliest origins of the horseshoe's function as a good luck charm reside in its vulval shape. Vulval, you know what that means? Seen upside down. And the invocation of the pagan moon goddess Diana and her sacred vulva. As with pennies, metal being seen as both valuable and magical, iron in particular was thought by early Europeans as something capable of warding off evil spirits. And with the Romans and the lucky number 7, horseshoes frequently featured 7 nail holes. Interesting. And when you look at that horseshoe upside down, you'll see Diana's vulva. And for those that don't know what a vulva is,
a vulva, isn't that a car?
Yeah, right. Yeah, believe me,
Volvo.
if you've got a good stick shift, you can drive that car good. Put that thing in 5th gear real quick.
I just remembered something I saw, and I see it here because you mentioned broken mirrors earlier. There's another thing about mirrors, not really broken, but it was a superstition a long time ago, and they did it even in the 1800s. That if someone dies in your home, you must cover all the mirrors. Yep. Because superstition said that if you did not, then the spirit might get trapped in one of the mirrors instead of leaving to go where it should go. So people would often cover the mirrors. And I always wondered, how long did they cover them for? A day, 2 days, 3?
Till they feel comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. So you remember we talked earlier about the salt, tossing it over your shoulder, and it dates back to Michelangelo's picture of the Last Supper, the drawing where Judas Iscariot has spilled salt accidentally. Yeah. There is another old superstition that goes back to that Last Supper and the Jesus followers of 12. It's Friday the 13th. Like the number 7 for the Romans, magical significance was attached to that number 13, but this time it's unlucky rather than lucky. Number 12 has frequently been seen as positive. 12 months of the year, 12 signs of the zodiac, for example, or 12 days of Christmas and 12 tribes of Israel. Naturally, making it nearest neighboring number to the north negative. Like other superstitions surrounding the Last Supper, the 13th is also seen as an unlucky because, once again, the great betrayer, Judas Iscariot, was the 13th member of the dinner party that led to Christ's crucifixion. Dude couldn't catch a break, could he? Boy, he brought about that poor Judas. He got blamed for something that he had no choice in doing because it was preordained to him. And then that spilling the salt started thousands of years of superstitions about salt. And then now we find out that him being the 13th, man, what do you know? 13 is an unlucky number. So anyway, Friday the 13th of October, 1307, King Philip IV of France was arrested and put to death, or he arrested and put to death hundreds of the Templar Knights. So that also made Friday the 13th not a favorable number. Favor.
One of the ones I remember as a kid is if a bird is in your house, someone's going to die.
Oh, what about the one about an owl? A premonition of death. Yes, a premonition of death.
Ooh, an owl premonitioning death. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see here on this here slow running thing. The Owl Superstition.
Yeah, internet seems to be slow tonight.
In Roman times, owls were recognized as omens of impending disaster. Sailors who dreamed of an owl were likely to be cursed by shipwreck, while an owl dream on land was an omen for robbery. Romans upheld that the hoot of an owl indicated imminent death. The deaths of many famous Romans were predicted by an owl call. So if you, in the evening, hear an owl hoot, it could be a premonition of someone's death, pending death, even your own.
Oh. Well, speaking of those birds, those creepy birds here, there's one in Ireland about the magpies.
Oh, them magpies.
Magpies are a black and white bird that is pretty famously known for stealing shiny objects. Magpies are no joke, no matter where you are in Europe, but Ireland specifically takes magpies very seriously. There's a children's nursery rhyme that determines your fate depending on how many magpies you see. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never to be told, 8 for a wish, 9 for a kiss, 10 for a bird you must not miss, 11 is worse, but 12 for a dastardly curse. Ooh.
Surprised it wasn't 13.
So
let's just went to 12.
To anyone that be listening to this live or even to be coming in on this in the archive version later, what are you superstitious of? Do you have a superstition? A lot of us are superstitious without even giving recognition to the fact that we are superstitious. Like Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin's superstitious. Kevin's superstitious of mirrors.
I'm not superstitious of mirrors. I look in them all the time. If I break one, I just sweep up the glass and throw it away and buy a new one.
So you spend a lot of time admiring yourself in a mirror?
No.
You said
I don't care about mirrors. They're nice.
So you don't care about the way you look.
I go in front of the mirror, brush my hair, if that's what you're asking. And I go on about my day.
Both of them?
After I get up in the morning. Both of them. Look, shiny dome.
I don't have to brush my hair.
Talking about?
I don't have to brush my
hair. Both
of
them. Look at all this hair.
Where? Oh, you got
both of them.
Look at that. He's trying to grow it over.
You need some new glasses over if you don't see this hair.
My glasses are not nude glasses.
I said new, N-E-W. You listen to you with your porno head. You always turn everything dirty.
Me? You're over there looking up girls' dresses, dolls.
I don't think so. And not one point did I stick anything up in your
He's over there and said, well, I think tonight we need to look and see what this girl looks like from behind.
That's a low crock. Go back and watch. Y'all watching. See his lie.
His crock is gone.
His lie. He lies like a rug.
Testing 1, 2. My battery's dead.
Nah, yeah, your battery's dead, all right.
Hello.
Let's see. Let me get over out of this. Let's see about weather. If bark, what the heck is that? If bark grows heavy on trees in summer, then look out for a cold winter.
I never paid attention to that. Did you?
I never did. I don't pay attention.
No, but I will from now on.
For now.
Oh, here's another. Here's one.
Now, Carl Green could answer that question. Carl is nature's boy.
Here's another one. When grass is dry at morning's light, look for rain before the night.
Well, tomorrow.
But when the dew is on the grass, rain will never come to pass. So with dew, it's a good day. Without dew, it's going to rain. That's what it's pretty much saying.
And so how's your dew? The superstition of crossing one's fingers, bringing the lucky finger crosser good luck, comes from pre-Christian pagan times in Western Europe, when the practice of making a cross with your own and the index finger of another person was thought to concentrate the forces of good spirits and to seal a pact or a wish with a fellow crosser. Over time, people realized they could simply bless their own wishes by crossing first their two index fingers and then later simply the index and middle finger, which is what we do today. So I don't need you. I can bring about my own good luck. See, right there. I don't need you. I just don't need you. One time you had to do that. Then you had to reach over there and do it with Kevin. Now you can just do it all by yourself.
Okay. So here's one that you can try that's coming up shortly. Next month we have Easter, and there's a superstition here in Alabama.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That says if it rains, let's see if this happens. If it rains on Easter Sunday, then it will rain the 4 following Sundays.
We can only hope so. We can only.
So we'll see if that happens.
Did we have Groundhog Day already?
Yes,
yeah,
February 2nd.
Did it? Okay, so that is a superstition. What started Groundhog Day, and what happens if the groundhog sees his shadow? What does that indicate?
It says if the groundhog sees his shadow when he comes out of winter hibernation, there will be another 6 weeks of cold weather.
Well, we didn't have that, so he must have not seen his shadow.
I didn't even pay attention because I've never seen it actually work when he comes out.
You're just not into superstitions at all.
Well, I mean, they're fun to read about and talk about, but I don't ever throw salt over my. I don't knock on wood. I don't. Who's there?
Do you walk under ladders?
I've done it before.
Do you step on cracks?
I'm sure I have. I don't even look down.
Okay, wait a minute. I know you live over there in Chelsea. I'm not talking about crackheads. I'm talking about cracks.
I know. I'm talking about cracks and pavements.
Pavements. Oh, somebody's commenting.
Here's one. If a cat sneezes, it's a sign of rain. Well, my cat sneezes whether it's rainy or dry.
That's only for the Yankee.
Okay. Yankee. That's a Yankee superstition. Yankee superstition.
Writing on the walls.
Oh, here's one. Some folks say rain before 7, stops before 11. I never. I guess we'll know tomorrow night that rain's supposed to be coming through, starting before 7 and ended at 11.
Well, here's one I've never heard of before: chewing gum at night.
I saw that here.
Have you ever had an irrational fear of accidentally consuming dead flesh? Well, in Turkey, it is thought that after dark, chewing gum is magically transformed, like the Mogwai in the movie Gremlins, who turn into the titular monsters if they eat after midnight into the flesh of the dead. So don't be chewing gum at night. It would not be a good thing. What about the number 4? Did you know the number 4 has some significance? You know number 13 and 7 do, but numbers are frequently assigned different magical significance or status, depending on the culture in question. The Chinese, the number 4 is a no-no. So don't go to China and say 4, 4. Due to the similarity in the pronunciation in Chinese to the word for death. Interesting. So don't go to China and be told. I think you're saying death. Writing love letters to Juliet Capulet. In Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, the male member of the doomed pair of lovers was known to frequent the foot of Juliet's balcony in order to send up his nightly entreaties and missives of love. At the Casa di Gilead in Verona, Italy, where the Capuletti family supposedly lived at Via Capello 23, visitors can write their own love letters to and even rub the right breast of the nearby statue of Juliet. This is all done in hopes of earning her favor, like the Romeo of long ago, even if the pair themselves were not so lucky. So if you're going to rub Juliet's breast, make sure it's your right breast.
Wow.
So if you run across a girl, her name is Juliet. Don't go for the left breast.
Okay.
My dog's name is Juliet.
I bet if you grope either breast, she'll be sure to smack you upside the head.
I don't know. It's according to how much you
And
pay
file
her.
a lawsuit on you and get you arrested.
You never know. You never know.
Here's another ladder one that I have not heard of. If you kill a black snake and hang it on a ladder, it will rain before sundown.
Now that sounds like one of Carl Breen's because he don't kill snakes.
He don't kill snakes.
Carl. Do you ever eat snake?
Ooh, snake.
I have eaten it before.
Now what about the curse of the evil eye? You're familiar with that?
I've heard that from Sicilian people.
It's a common belief spanning the Mediterranean, Middle East, and South Asia that has been held for thousands of years that to achieve too much success would be to invite the anger or inspire the envy of the gods, who would then smite the unfortunate individual with a reversal of fortune. In response to the fear of this curse, people across the ancient Mediterranean began fashioning amulets and beads with an image of an evil eye, sometimes referred to as nazars, which would then help ward off that horrible, untoward fate. And in Japan, there's the tucking thumbs inside of a cemetery, like the fear of the word for in China, hinging on the similarity in its pronunciation to the Chinese word for death. The Japanese similarly tuck in their thumbs when in a cemetery visiting the graves of a dead relative. This comes from the connection between the Japanese word for thumb and its meaning as the parent finger. To tuck in one's thumb inside a cemetery then is to protect one's parents from death.
Oh. Yeah, you mentioned the number 4 earlier, and that made me think just now, there's a 4-leaf clover. They say if you pick a 4-leaf, or you find a 4-leaf clover, it'll bring you good luck.
Well, that's different because in China, it's bad luck.
It's bad luck in China?
Sounds like the Chinese word for death. What about giving yellow flowers?
Giving what?
Yellow flowers.
Yellow flowers.
Like numbers, colors have frequently been assigned a symbolic significance, like black being seen as the color of bad luck and red the color of passion. In Russia, yellow flowers in particular are seen as problematic, as they are thought to represent infidelity, separation, or even death. You know what? We need to send a bunch of yellow flowers to Putin.
A bunch of yellow flowers to me, huh?
To who?
Putin.
Putin. Oh, I thought you said to you. To Putin.
No. She's not paying attention because that is a Russian superstition.
We should send a bouquet
Of yellow flowers.
Oh. Here's one that's kind of related to that step on a crack. Have you heard this one? When you walk backwards, you are cursing your mother. I think I heard that before.
I heard that one.
If I walk backwards, I'm cursing myself because I'm going to fall the fuck down. Lord, we do weddings, and sometimes at weddings we do a ritual called jumping the broom. It's an African American cultural thing that means sweeping behind the past into a new beginning, that sort of thing. But in South America, there's a sweeping feet ritual, if you will. And if you happen to be on a cleaning spree in Brazil, you want to steer clear of brooms, or at least be careful. South Americans believe that if your feet are swept over by a broom, you'll remain single for the rest of your life. That can be a blessing. The curse can be broken if you immediately spit on the broom. So if somebody actually sweeps your feet, make sure you immediately spit on the broom.
I've heard that all my life.
The exact origins of this superstition are unknown, but legend has it that a woman who cannot keep house does not make a good wife. And I have to agree with that. I have to agree with that 100%. Now, I know everybody's heard of this. Kevin, do you have an itchy palm?
I've heard of that before, and right now it's not itching, but I think I know.
Hold up, before you say it, mine was itching very badly last night.
Yeah. So did you scratch it?
I did because it was driving me crazy.
Well, anyway, depending on which palm of yours begins to itch, you may find yourself in the Caribbean with a bit of extra spending money or in the red. It is common belief that an itchy left palm means you will owe money soon, whereas an itchy right palm means money's coming your way. There's an explanation that might tell us why such a distinction. The left hand seems to hold passive energy, and the right hand active energy, which symbolically could explain the coming in and out of moolah.
See, the way I've heard it, I've always heard if you go around somebody that you've fallen in love with, it makes your palms itch to be near them. That's what I was thinking when
Oh,
you said
really?
palms.
No,
Yeah.
that's usually because they got crabs.
Oh, that goes somewhere else in your body. That's another
No,
problem.
no, I was going to take that. I was going to take that a little bit grosser.
Worser?
Yeah, worser.
A
little
Instead of
bit
grosser,
worse, she
worser.
said.
Worser sounds like a good word.
I got a funny one here, another Alabama one here. If a boy and a girl are baptized in the same church on the same day, the girl should be sprinkled first, or she will grow a beard later in life.
That's what happened to Catherine.
I don't see no beard.
It's a good thing the camera doesn't show my 5 o'clock shadow.
Or the 6 o'clock one, or the 7 o'clock one, or the 8 o'clock one.
He's giving me hell tonight, Kevin. You're supposed to be taking all this.
If you can put a hat over a sleeping dog's head without waking him, you will dream the same dream as the dog.
Huh. Ooh, that would be interesting. So if your dog is sleeping, see if you can put that hat on him, and then you'll know what he's dreaming.
But how do you know that you can see what in his mind what he's dreaming? How do you know?
You just have to accept the fact.
Unless you dream about digging up a buried bone or a juicy pork chop in a bowl or something.
Digging up bones. We're digging up bones.
I heard it's not, I don't think it's in this book, but I heard when I was a kid, if you wanted to see a ghost, you go out at midnight and get behind a dog and look between its ears, and you can see a ghost. And do you know, I promise you, one night I stayed up late. I probably was in 6th grade or something. And I stayed up late one Friday night when everybody's in bed, and I snuck out. And I went over to the neighbor's dog, and I timed on my watch midnight, and I bent down and looked between his ears, and I didn't see Jack squat.
That figures.
So
the dog's name was Jack, and he didn't squat.
His name was Sergio. I don't know where that name came from.
That's almost a Slavic name. It actually should be pronounced Sergey.
Well, we had a weird neighbor. She called him Sergio.
She was trying to take off on the yacht.
And her other dog was named Poppy.
Poppy?
So they liked a little bit of drug, like poppy seed, poppy fields.
Poppy.
Okay.
Mommy, poppy.
Here, I wonder if this is true. The first person born into a family is the luckiest one.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that's true because my sister was the first to be born into my family, and she died very young. So I don't think that was good luck for
her. Well, here's one. If bees hive on your house, don't really panic, because if they hive in your house or in your yard, that means good luck will come your way.
Well, let me tell you what. I went out today, and it got warm, and all of a sudden I'm driving my little car to go down to get some food, and I got a big red wasp in my car, and I pulled over and got that thing out. It was not
good. I would think not.
I don't like red wasps.
Let's see. If you get your head wet in the first rain in May, you'll have good luck the rest of the year.
I'll make sure
Well,
I'm gonna get my hair
the
wet.
first
Yeah.
time it rains in May, I'm gonna run out there and stick my head in.
Yeah,
Me too.
And
Make sure you put it on TikTok.
I've heard this one even on the Andy Griffith show. I heard this. It is good luck to rub the hand on the head of a person who has red hair. That will bring you luck. I
And
remember when Barney was rubbing Opie's head on on Andy Griffith's show.
I don't remember that.
That's when they had that town jinx that was scaring Barney.
Barney Five.
Barney Five.
there's also something about rubbing a bald man's head.
Oh, it's good luck. I rub mine all the time. I'd kiss it if I could.
Well, you don't need no wishing machine if you got your own.
I don't. You do. Because you
Ah.
either that or you need to come over here and kiss me on my bald head.
No way.
My hair's clean.
Yeah.
Maybe a little
I
salty.
got my faith is in Jesus.
Yeah, well, I know Jesus. He did some yard work for me.
Oh, you racist swine.
I ain't no racist swine. He did a good job. God, why he's racist, you know? Gosh.
And I had one here that I know I've actually seen this proven.
What?
What? Oh, where'd it go?
Oh, that proves it right there. That proves it right there.
No. Hold on a second. It was about the planting on Good Friday, which that's coming up too.
Oh, good. Good about
and
Good
I've
Friday.
seen this happen.
Why the heck do they call it Good Friday? Like, we're gonna kill this bastard. It's Good Friday.
Because he died for our sins, which was that was the only good thing.
I'm sorry that you got sins. I don't.
Here it is. If you plant crops and garden vegetables on Good Friday, you will have a good crop. I've seen that actually happen because the first time I planted a okra patch over at my old house, it was right on Good Friday, and that sucker grew and put out okra for months, and it was tall. The next year I was a little bit late, and I planted, I think, the week or so after. I got one okra pod. So maybe that superstition's real.
It is if you believe it.
But I've heard a lot of people say plant on Good Friday because that's the best time.
I never heard that.
You never heard that? Well, my daddy told me that one time.
I've heard it.
I never heard it.
Oh, here's a good one for you, Kelsey. When hunting, it is considered very good luck to carry the bone from the inside of a coon's penis in the pocket of your hunting coat.
And not only that same bone from the penis was used as a toothpick. That's a fact. That is a fact.
See, I wasn't studied up on coon penises, so now we're talking about raccoons, by the way, before people start calling us racist.
Oh my, you are a sick bastard.
Not me. There's people out there that get offended by every little word.
Every word. You, for one.
Oh, here's
okay. All right. Let me test you out, see how offended you get. Okay, here's a word. Fat. See, look at him. He's offended. He's look at him. Look, see his face? Look. He's offended. Yeah.
People are watching, looking at my face going, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah.
Because I don't care. I say fat.
I don't like the word obese.
Obese.
Don't
be so mean about obese.
Oh, say, can you?
If you see a crow flying through the air, make a wish. If the crow does not flap his wings before it is out of sight, the wish will come true.
Well, I can make sure that he don't flap his wings, because I'll shoot that bird out of the sky.
Here's some
bad luck. Oh no, Carl says, don't say fat.
Oh no, don't say that fat water rat, $50 in your hat.
Okay.
In your hat.
We'll clean it up. Overweight.
Let's see. If you hold your breath when you go over a river, make a wish and it will come true.
Okay.
If you see a red bird, throw 3 kisses at it, and you will see someone you are not expecting to see.
I don't want to see that person.
I don't want to see that person either.
I was going to say, with my luck, it'll be somebody you don't want to see.
I don't want to see that person. Might be Trump. I don't want to see him.
And here's some. It's bad luck to carry ashes out after dark. Those of you who smoke.
Is that human ashes or what kind of?
I was going to say, or if you have an urn of ashes, wait till daylight to scatter them.
It's out of the fireplace. I'm assuming
Out of the fireplace. Okay.
or the wood burning stove or something, or coal stove or.
It is bad luck to put a man's hat on a baby's head before he is a year old.
I don't do that.
Well. Oh, here's that other bias. It's a bad luck if a black cat comes to your home. Stick it with that superstition, because my black cat, I love her.
You love bad luck, so you love bad luck.
I don't have bad luck. I didn't know this one. It's unlucky to rock an empty rocking chair. Ooh.
Yeah, no, it's not. It means there's a spirit in the chair. Don't
well, not if you're rocking it yourself.
Yeah, but you're rocking it for grandma because she was old and she had arthritis in the spirit world. You got to rock it for her.
Here's one I can see being bad luck. It's bad luck to hop on 1 foot downstairs. Well, of course, you're probably going to trip and fall.
I think it'd be bad luck to hop on 2 feet going downstairs.
You're going to take a tumble.
I don't think you need to be hopping on stairs. How's that? Just carefully walk down the stairs. Don't be hopping.
I've seen some,
Never pull up to a one-legged man and tell him to hop in.
It is bad luck to wash on Friday before and after Christmas. Well, I need specifics. Wash what? Your clothes, your body, your car? I mean,
never walk up to a one-armed man and ask if he can lend you a hand.
No, don't do that. And don't ask a one-legged man to enter a butt-kicking contest.
No, that wouldn't be Oh my God.
Oh, here's one. It's bad luck if you start out on a trip and meet a woman first thing.
Oh God.
Uh-oh, if I start out, Captain Marie, you got to stay away. It's bad luck to keep a live person's hair. Well,
okay,
I don't so care
is it good luck to keep a dead person's hair?
I must be. I would think that'd be the opposite.
Well, I guess that's the reason I have such bad luck.
Well, I tell you what's so bad is that if you work at a barber shop and you got all that hair, I mean.
Well, they throw it away there. You know what? When I had my long hair and when I had it cut short, I saved the ponytail because I was going to donate it, and then I changed my mind about that. I'll tell you why in a second. But I still have it. But I was going to donate it, but then I decided not to because I was afraid that somebody would kill somebody and they would find my hair follicles on there or something, and it would be like I'd go to prison for murdering somebody, and I didn't even murder them.
Well, at least you'd have a place to sleep. Wouldn't have to worry about what you're going to eat.
That's true. No, nor my health care, but
and if you're bisexual, I mean, you know.
Well, here's one that I would agree with here. It is bad luck to carry anything out of a graveyard.
No.
I would say not to, because I don't want to piss off a spirit if I take something they don't want.
Well, let me tell you what. I've been to a graveyard and I carry something out with me all the time.
That's what happened to your hair.
Because I carry myself out of that graveyard.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, you know, Kelsey can tell you a story about picking something up. And
at Oklahoma, what used to be the Civil War prison. If you've ever been down to Oklahoma, the only thing left of that Civil War prison is some bricks loosely strewn around the Oklahoma River there. And so I was there several years ago, and I decided, gonna take a brick as a souvenir. I'll do my Zach Bagan thing, and put that brick on my houseboat. It's my houseboat sank.
Oh no!
It's funny. It's funny how we don't really believe in these things, but things happen kind of a superstitious way to us.
Well, see, I never had a superstition about guns, but I pulled the trigger, and that didn't turn out too good.
Here's one for you unmarried ladies out there. It is bad luck to sweep under an unmarried girl's feet because if you do, she will always be an old maid.
Well, I tell you what, all this I'm hearing about the sweeping business, I think you might as well just get rid of your brooms.
I like to vacuum personally.
How are we going to get to work?
Yeah, I guess you're going to get your fly on a vacuum cleaner.
Omar joined us.
Omar.
Oh, Omar popped
Better late. What time is it over there, Omar?
Hey, hello there.
Hello, Omar.
Omar.
Huh?
Where is Omar?
Puerto Rico? Costa Rica?
Yeah, it's somewhere in South America, I do believe.
No, I think it's one of the islands.
Is it Central?
I think it's one of the islands.
Here's a good one for you. Here's one under the spell section. If you wear two hats at one time, Kelsey, you'll get a spanking before the day is over.
Ooh, let me go get my hat.
Wow, I got some hats. I'm gonna wear two hats.
I think I'm gonna go put some on too.
God, now we find out all of us like to be spanked.
My luck, it won't be a woman doing the spanking.
Yeah, just close your eyes and use your imagination.
Of course, I hear this all the time. If your right ear is burning, someone is talking about you. Yeah. I've heard that. If your ear
what about your left ear burning? What's that symptom?
Oh, if your left ear is burning, a woman. Let's see. Here's something. If her right ear is burning, a man is talking about you. If your left ear is burning, a woman is talking about you.
Well, both ears are burning.
Moisten your fingertips and put them to your ears and say, talk good, talk on, talk bad, bite your tongue. It don't say anything about both ears, though.
That'd be true. That's what I have all the time. Somebody's always talking to my ear.
What is she doing over there?
I have no clue.
I just did what he said do.
Oh.
I think that what Kevin wants you to do is go get ready to spank him.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, see, he said, come on.
I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, right.
Stop you with a book. Okay. Here's a creepy one for you. If you have a bruised spot on yourself from out of nowhere, that is where a ghost has touched you while you were sleeping.
Well, geez, I'm being molested by ghosts because I got bruises all over my body.
Is that ghost spanking you?
Must be, because I wake up every day just about with a new bruise.
So Omar is in the Dominican Republic, which is down in the Caribbean. I thought that he was somewhere down in
Dominican Republic. Yeah, we were hitting around that area.
Caribbean. we're only a few hundred.
We were dotting the map and not quite.
Yeah, down there in the Bermuda Triangle. That's why Omar only shows up at random hours. He gets lost in the Bermuda Triangle. He's popping up once in a while.
Yeah. Coming to this realm.
Yeah. I've got another one here that's pretty interesting because I've kind of seen this before.
Kind of seen it before? You seen it before, Cameron?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Gnarly.
If you give a child a biblical name, watch out because he will be just the opposite of that biblical person. And I know somebody, I won't say their name, but I know somebody with a biblical name that ain't nothing like that good old biblical person. So...
Oh, I
didn't. Wait a minute! I didn't know that Kevin was a biblical name.
Not me.
I double cursed my child because hers is Elizabeth and Ruth.
Oh,
ooh, she ain't like neither one of them.
Nope.
Well, no, she is because her grandmother's name is Ruth.
Here's a really creepy one.
Ooh, I really.
If you listen to this, if you suspect, and this is from Alabama now, if you suspect a person has drowned at a spot, then throw a bunch of fodder in the water at the place you suspect, and the corpse will rise.
Throw what
Well,
at
you
it?
Whoa.
fodder,
If
F-O-D-D-E-R.
Fodder, F-O-D-D-E-R. Yeah, if
Okay.
you suspect a person has drowned at a spot, throw a bunch of fodder in the water at the place, and the corpse will rise.
And
That sounds like
fodder could
that.
be like hay or feed or
Yeah,
anything like that.
that just sounds like something out of a horror movie right there.
Well, but no, it just gave me a great idea because every time I see a body of water, I'm going to have some feed go in there and see if a body rises.
Oh Lord.
I just posted something on Abnormal Alabama about a corpse flying at a vehicle and causing it to wreck.
Well, what happened? The corpse did not
Whoa.
fly at the vehicle. What happened was a some kind of truck or trailer collided, and when the body flew out of the earth or something like that. Yeah. But anyway, no, that gave me an idea because then I'll be a psychic. What I'll do is I get that fodder, and every time I see a body rising, I'll get on the internet and say, I believe the missing person can be found over there.
Ooh. Here's a good one. Here, we need to check Kelsey on this one. If a bump, a sure enough bump appears on your tongue, you have told 1,000 lies. It's called a lie bump. I say bumps.
No bump, no bump.
Oh, here's the owl thing. And you might have mentioned this. If a screech owl hollers at night, stick the tongs in the fire. It will burn his feet and he will go away.
I don't want to go away.
You don't want it to go away? I don't mind.
I don't want to go away. Yeehaw.
If your right hand itches, you're going to meet a stranger. But if your right foot itches, you're going on a trip.
What if you're right? I guess if your right hand and your right foot itches, you're going to take a trip and meet a stranger.
Yeah. And if your left foot itches, you are going where you are not wanted. Uh-oh.
I do that every day.
Oh, here's something interesting. If you get an old kerosene lamp and light it, we have some of those, then get a glass of water and set it by the lamp. Look into the glass of water, and you can then see your future. Ooh.
You know what your future is?
It's so bright. It's so bright. I gotta wear shades.
That's possible. I have been called bright. Very bright.
The future's so bright. I gotta wear shades.
So she's
I can't
showing
remember
up.
which song. Looks like she's going down in the mines.
Going down, 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 going down.
If you throw a stick in a whirlwind and curse it, it will fly out and hit you.
Yeah, I accidentally shut you up. What'd you say? I accidentally took you off screen.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, now where is it? If you throw a stick in a whirlwind and curse it, it will fly out and hit you between the eyes.
Okay, like a boomerang.
I thought you were laughing. You laughed because you took me off the screen. Oh, here's Oh, he took himself off the screen now. There's Catherine's helmet. The helmet of mystery. The helmet of intrigue. The helmet of
if you want to see a video on it, I'm going to do one tonight and post it on TikTok.
Ooh.
But that's the helmet. I'm sitting here trying to remember. My brother-in-law is very, very superstitious. I'm talking about very superstitious. And,
very superstitious.
Yes, very superstitious. And he
your
also
dad is?
No, my brother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, he will start yelling and screaming. Like if you wash clothes on New Year's Day, He would yell and scream at you.
Hmm.
I mean, literally. I mean, if you walked under a ladder, he would snatch you back and pull you back through. I mean, that's superstitious, and I just don't understand that.
I don't know either.
Well, there's a lot of superstition.
There are.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one. If a tooth comes out, and see, I always thought give it to the tooth fairy. If a tooth comes out, bury it so the rest of the teeth won't rot. But if you carry a wild animal's tooth in your pocket all the time, your teeth won't rot at all.
Oh man!
Wow!
Save yourself a trip to the dentist and carry your animal tooth.
Oh, here's a good one. This is an old-fashioned one here. If you want someone to leave town, go to a farmer and get a white egg from a black chicken. Take the egg home and write the person's name on the egg as many times as possible. Take the egg out in the yard and bury it, and within 2 weeks, that person will leave town. Get out of town, partner.
I'm gonna try that.
You gonna? I am too.
I'm gonna go write Biden all over an egg and stick it.
Now Biden's not in town, so I ain't worried about him.
Well, he'll leave the country, maybe. Okay.
He's been out of the country. He's been in Poland.
He came back.
Yeah, so did you.
Okay.
I say we send all the politicians out. Let's do it for every politician.
There you go.
The quick solution to all our problems. Every politician and every preacher should be required to smoke at least 3 joints a day. They would get just as much done and would have world peace tomorrow.
Oh, Lord. Here's an interesting one. Well, a lot of these have been interesting tonight. If a man is murdered, bury him face down, and his killer will give himself up in 3 days.
Okay,
himself or herself.
Find out who Kevin killed.
But what if a woman is murdered? Is it the same thing?
No, she's wishy-washy.
Oh, here's another one. I always spit when a funeral passes by, so you won't get.
Is that why these guys go around spitting all the time?
Well, it says when a funeral passes.
I know, but everywhere I go, the guys are going, I do it. Why do they do that, Kevin? Do you spit all the time like that?
No, I don't spit.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Why do they do that?
Some of them chew tobacco, the others just think it's manly.
Yeah, well, I got their man hanging.
We mentioned the stamping of the mules earlier. Well, here's another mule legend. Don't put a mule's hair in water or it will become a snake. Ooh, that sounds like witchcraft there.
Witchcraft.
Oh, here we go. Thick black hair is a sign of good health.
If that's thick.
You know what?
If that's thick.
Shut up.
Wait a minute. I got to look up the definition.
My dad has a head full of hair still, and his dad had a head full of hair.
But you know what? Listen to me. We ain't talking about your dad and his dad. We're talking about what I'm seeing in your head.
My head is hair.
And you usually get your hair from your mother's father.
My mother's father.
Yeah.
He had hair too, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened to you because you guys on the side, but up here.
Some of the men, a lot of the men not my uncles. My uncles all have head full of hair, but on my mom's side. But some of the men on my granddaddy's Odom's side, they had bald heads, and they were already bald by the time they were in their late 20s.
That's where you're.
I'm 44. I'm not going bald.
If that's not going bald,
that's a receding hairline.
It's called a receding hairline.
Yeah, guess what? It keeps on receding.
Oh no, it don't.
It's going to lead to bald.
That's as far up as my granddaddy came.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, he had this hair stay that way till he was 80 years old.
You can try to do that comb over.
They were having to cut his hair in the nursing home because it kept growing.
Yeah, he should have trimmed his nose.
He should have been in the Guinness World Book of Records. Hey, don't talk about my Pawpaw Cane. He didn't have no nose hairs.
Oh, that's because he had to trim them. You just said they had to cut his hair.
On top of his head, you little. You know what? I'm going back to. I'm not even going to listen to Kelsey Graham no more.
Yeah. I can imagine. Oh, the eyebrows is what it was.
To drive a woman crazy, sprinkle nutmeg in her left shoe every night at midnight. Well, of course you're gonna be
Okay. Let's slow down on this one.
Oh Lord.
Define drive a woman crazy.
I guess crazy.
Oh,
Drive a woman crazy.
That could be taken. That could be taken more
when she
than.
wakes up and steps in that nutmeg, she's gonna be crazy pissed off.
Yeah. All right, it's 9 o'clock. It's now 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock already.
9 o'clock. It's now 9 o'clock.
He made the time fly with his mouth over there.
No, you were doing a yakking.
You were, you little bald-headed monkey.
All right, yeah. you receding hairline monkey. You.
Hair.
Yeah, short, balding hair. What's the matter with your face?
Now, you making me act nasty.
Yeah, no, look at him. He's a Christian.
Get behind me.
Typical
Christian.
Me,
Satan.
Typical Christian.
Get behind me, Satan. Typical my butt. Okay. That's 9 o'clock.
Oh,
go to. Thankfully, it's not already local time. I guess that means he wants us to shut up.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Let's see.
So I guess
myhaunteddog.com.
Yeah.
datingthedead.com. thewishDR.com. And whatever we're selling, buy it. Don't ask questions. Just pull out your debit card, start buying our shit. We sell shit.
Well, I don't know about that. It was good shit, I guess, but
yeah, well, everything's shit.
Not the bad kind now.
Everything about life is recycled. Somewhere along the line, Kevin, you were a pile of shit.
Oh, I was not.
And some people would say you still are.
I didn't.
I never said that. Some people would say you were. I talk like Donald Trump now. I would never say that, but I've heard people say that Kevin was a pile of shit.
That sounds more like something Biden or Clinton would say. But anyway.
Might have been Carl Green said that crap. Who knows? I don't think Omar would have said that. He's down in the Caribbean. They're too chill back there. He's sitting on the beach smoking a big doobie.
And that's a good read too. It's a fun book, so but it's not one of ours, so I'm not going to hold it up too long. Say what?
What?
It was a message to Omar.
Oh.
All right, folks. It's time to say good night.
Time to say good night. Good night.
Good night, sweetheart. When it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. When it's time to go. I really must say good night, sweetheart. Good night. God.